Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. I wanted to play some Control Shaman decks before all the good Control Shaman stuff goes away, because Shadowwalk and Hagatha the Witch are going to rotate out with the new expansion, and yeah, that's going to hurt Control Shaman a lot. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to make Control Shaman work, so I looked into, okay, what have other streamers and YouTubers been doing? And FunkiMonki had made a deck list like this. It's a Highlander Control Shaman, and he had played this to Legend at the end of last month. So on the very last days of the month, obviously Legend Climb then is a little easier than it's earlier in the season, but maybe there's something to this deck. Well, I took it out for a spin, but unfortunately I was not able to replicate his success. Which is not to say that it's a bad deck. Actually, I think this is a pretty good list overall for this archetype. It felt good to play, the cards make sense in it, there's some really fun stuff that can sometimes happen with stuff like Bandersmosh. Bandersmosh is such a fun card, by the way. Really recommend that for fun and occasional wins with that, but much of the time it doesn't still win you the games. But overall, the problem with this deck and this archetype is that it's just a little bit too fair. You can't do broken things nearly often enough. Sometimes you get some Dragon Queen Alexstrasza stuff going, sometimes you can repeat the Alexstrasza Battlecry with Shadowwalk, sometimes you get those big Bandersmoshes, but much more often it's the case that something like Rogue gets 7 free cards and they play board after board with those 7 free cards over 3 turns and you can't clear them all. And yeah, because there are so many expensive cards in this archetype and the expensive clear tools, and then you're just unable to match the tempo that the current top decks are able to push out. I won slightly under half of my games with this deck, which means that it was like a playable deck. I was able to win games, so it wasn't like I just lose every game. And it is a fine specimen of its archetype. But I'm afraid the archetype itself is a little bit too weak for serious climbing. You can find FunkiMonki's original guide to this deck and some material that he has made about it in the description. And if you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my channel. And you can also find my Twitch channel and other means to support the content that I create below in the description. And now, let's take a look at FunkiMonki's Highlander Shaman in action. We have the scheme, we have a 2-drop. That sounds quite alright. Ooh, and I find it Celiax. What's there not to like? Okay. What kind of hunter? Hunter kept 2 cards. Hunter's on the coin. I would expect a 1-drop if it's Dragon Hunter. Yep, that's a 1-drop, alright. And I want to play the Nimbus here. There might be an answer to the Nimbus, like Corrosive Breath or Sharpshooter Coin Hero Power. But if it's just a straight up trade, then I don't mind that too much at all. Okay. Yeah, Going Face is probably the play here. That's not bad at all. Draw Totem. I think I need to kill the 2/2 here. Hitting into the 2/3 doesn't really do that much. I can get the Escape Mana Saber out. Oh, that's tough. Now with all those poisonous things, I'm not sure I really want the Mana Saber out there, because I may need to scheme next turn. I think I will need to scheme next turn. This is like the only turn where Mana Saber is safe because Rottnest Drake cannot be played yet. So there could be a Mana Saber here, but next turn scheme would kill it. And using that to pull Fire Elemental on the board isn't that great either. I think we're going for a Snip Snap here. Just a tiny bit of distraction maybe. I don't think Token Grid is super strong right now. I had like 60%. I actually think I had exactly 60% win rate with it. So I have had better win rates with some decks. But it felt pretty good. Well, well. I guess this is the scheme, right? Hard to see what else it could be. It could be like Ziliax. But that just doesn't do enough. I think that's going face, and then we scheme that board. Get a couple of 1/1s out there, which we might be able to use with the Faceless or with the Ziliax. Depending on what the Hunter has here. A third Primordial Explorer. That's a lot of Primordial Explorers. Freezing or snakes? Well, I guess we're about to find out. This one goes towards the face, so it is the snakes. I could do Faceless Corruptor. Kill 2 of the snakes. I could play Fire Elemental on this and not trigger the snakes yet. I actually think I like that. I'll just Fire Elemental that one down. So, but he has now 2 discovered dragons in hand. But we got rid of the poisonous ones, which is pretty good. Okay, so the snakes are coming. I mean, I could, of course, like hit over there. Lightning Storm. Alternatives. Using Ziliax with something. I guess that could work, but I think we're going to hit over there. We trigger the snake drop now. Then we Lightning Storm and see how we roll there. And Lightning Storm this board. Rolled low, so I need to sacrifice another one. How that happens. Then inside the Bone Wraith or the Mana Saber, I will have 6 mana next turn. So Mana Saber could get me to 7. That's not very useful. I think we go with the Bone Wraith. Let's try this. Still 2 discovered dragons in hand. Rottnest Drake can be played. If he wins the 50-50, that's good for him. So that's going to give him Freezing Trap if I let it be. Well, that would be a Grom. It would be a Grom that could be used immediately to kill the Rottnest Drake. I wouldn't be able to do anything else. He still has the discovered dragons in hand, so there might be some big dragons coming. I have a Plague of Murlocs now though. But I would want to kill the Face Stalker. So I guess I'm actually playing Ziliax here. So I don't want him to be able to pull that. I don't want him to be able to pull that Freezing Trap from the deck. That was a great dragon there. Great dragon, I say. Snip Snap. A 5/5 Snip Snap. That's interesting. Then I could play another Snip Snap, but that's 10 damage coming. Can I afford that? I kind of can. I might also look into what the Vulpera can give me. Ancestral Spirit. Well, Ancestral Spirit with the Fountain is a big deal. I guess we go with that one. Am I overreacting if I hit into the Rottnest Drake now? Yeah, because I have the Fountain Ancestral Spirit coming. I can just play the 5/5 Snip Snap out there. This is fine. Because the amount of damage he is able to push isn't that much. Well, but now he gets the Freezing Trap. So with the Freezing Trap, and he gets Primordial. Okay. That was the 4th Primordial Explorer. So now there is the freezing trap, so I have to freeze this one. But then the Walking Fountain with the Ancestral Spirit is able to kill 3 of these minions, leave him with just the Twin Tyrant while healing me up. So this is going to be the freezing trap now. Okay. And then we'll do the Walking Fountain. We'll give it this one. And then it's going to kill this one, right? And it's going to kill that one. And then it's going to kill that one. Then it's going to come back. And then it's going to kill this one. Do I want it to hit into that one too? Yeah, I do. Because there could be another Rottenness Drake. So I want that healing here. Of course, there can also be another Corrosive Breath or the 2 damage Battlecry minion. I expect him to be able to deal with this, but I wanted it for healing, because there was a chance that he could deal with that too effectively. Stormhammer, sweet. So he keeps pushing. Okay, okay. I'd have to sacrifice both Faceless Corruptors to kill the Twin Tyrant. If that's the thing I'm trying to go for here. 7, 10, 12 damage on the board, so I can't ignore the board. That one I just cannot afford. I think I have to do Plague of Murlocs now, but the scary part is that there's still 1 dragon left in the hand. What if I can't find an answer to that? That's the scary part here. I think I still need to spend the Plague of Murlocs now. And the Novice Engineer. And then the Faceless Corruptor. So I trade away the Murlocs. I will have 2 minions on the board. He has that 1 dragon there. He might have other stuff too, of course, but...
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Are you kidding me? That's a Dragon Queen Alexstrasza from a Dragon Hunter. Whoa. That was pretty serious. Okay, I did not see that coming. $15 plus 5, that's 20 damage on the board. So I'm dead on board. No, I don't. I guess I died. There just isn't anything. We can look for Hex, and we can look for Plague of Murlocs, and we can look for Hagatha. So let's see what happens there.
In the light's name.
Combo Priest. Can I afford to let this grow? Can I afford to be overloaded? He could have a health buff for it. I think I need to zap it away. I don't think I can let him have it. I can coin Nimbus next turn. I can also save the coin and play the Searching Tempest here. I guess that's okay. He could have Cleric into heal or something like that. He had a lot of health buffs.
Hey, I got you, friend.
But I haven't seen the Divine Spirits yet. But if that gets a Divine Spirit, It's unlikely that you'd have a Divine Spirit in hand yet. Can I afford to overload? But if I don't overload, I can't kill the beaming sidekick either. Oh dear.
Speak to me.
Just a snip snap here. Maximum health of that one is currently 9. It can be healed with just the hero power. I think this snip snap and we just hit over there. Put that down to 6 for the time being. We'll see if the priest can find it.
See a dark future.
Alright. It's not bad. What are my options? I mean, Plague of Murlocs is obviously an option. Is there going to be a circle in hand or something?
Deloa, speak to me.
I think at this point I need to go into Ziliax. Hit into that Amet. Put that one down to 2 health, so if there's no circle, it would be very difficult for the priest to get a lot of good health out of that Amet. Is there silence? Is there circle? We'll see. Priest doesn't have a lot of cards. I need to be conservative with my Plague of Murlocs, because that is the only tool I have right now, if priest gets to do big things. So I guess there's no silence in hand. There was the circle. There's no card draw though. Okay. So far this is perfectly acceptable. Is this now a turn to play Plague of Murlocs? To get rid of this Light Warden. Priest committed a fair bit of resources into this. I can trade away the Amet, so he doesn't get a Murloc out of that. And goes face, and I play the Plague of Murlocs. And then I can also play the Sandstone Elemental. Because if he has any 1 health Murlocs, I can kill them away. Okay. But I already saw 1 circle. There's more healing coming. Okay. Not too bad yet. Priest is down to just 1 card for the time being. Is this Bone Wraith or the Nimbus? What if Nimbus gives me something I could play next turn? I guess it's the Bone Wraith. I'll take a hit into the highest health minion that the priest has on this board. Priest is down to just 2 cards, so we'll see. I've seen both Nefer sets, I've seen a circle. Alright, we get a commitment on the inner fire, that's good. So far so good. Okay, let's... No, I can't play this. I don't want to be overloaded for next turn. I really don't want to be overloaded. I'd rather do this. If he can't... Even if he finds a cleric, there's no circle at the moment. Probably. And there's always a chance that I can do Hagata. If I can't do Hagata, I could do Walking Fountain. Walking Fountain is good here, right? Yeah, Walking Fountain actually kills both of these. So I kind of like that. Just kill all the minions. Leave the priest with nothing.
Let the pain speak to me.
Nice Acolyte. Battlecry, increase your maximum hand size to 12 and draw 4 cards. Or Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. I mean, it's going to be Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, right? Just get all of the stuff out there, and Combo Priest shouldn't be able to deal with the 8/8s. So this should be done now. Well, he draws Sidekick, Light Warden, Cleric. Sidekick, Light Warden, 2 Clerics. How do they help him? I'm currently threatening lethal because of the Wind Fury. Alright, we take that one. Let's see what we can do in this one. Alright, well, Rogue kept 3 cards and is on the coin, but I did find my Hex. I can Hex that Edwin, haha! On turn 4. Please don't do it before that. Be considerate. Well, actually, I also had Cypress, so I can do so many things to the Edwin. It's not even funny. That, on the other hand, is the strongest tempo opener. Cat and Praise. That's just really good. I think I'll drop a Snip Snap out there. There could be the Seal Fate here, of course. But I wouldn't mind that too much.
Who in their right mind hides loot?
Goes wide. And goes face. Alright. We kill the big cat, right? Yeah, I suppose that one is to go. I have the option to do like Menacing Nimbus Hero Power. Or I can just play a Bone Wraith. He can coin Faceless Corruptor. I guess Bone Wraith is fine at the moment. Let's do that. So he has 2 Reborns and a Lackey in hand.
Mummy needs 5 more.
Keeps going wide. Nice Evis. Not really sure whether it was... Whoa, that one totally was not worth it. Why did you do that? Well, that was curious. Let's discover something. I guess it's got to be the Haunting Visions. Such a great card. Rotating out. That's really sad. I really like that card. We'll go with the Menacing Nimbus. And I suppose I will kill that one. But then he has the Mummy on the board. Still has the coin. Still has 1 card that was kept. I was able to find a Seal Fate now. We'll see. It's all about whether there's really crazy swings or not. That was the 3rd invocation. So if it's like a kept Galakrond, then... Then there's also the option that there's a Heist Baron Togwaggle. And this one now can be used with that Heist Baron. I don't really like that. Because if he gets to play the Heist Baron next turn, I mean, he has Lucky, so he can always play it. With the coin, he can always play it next turn, no matter what happens. Invokes, there have been 3. So not yet the Galakrond time. Let's just try to defend with the Kadut here. He's over there. He gets a 3/3 lackey. But Kadut's attack lines up well against that. Still haven't seen any backstabs though. Oh, top deck another Seal of... Okay, now Galakrond is fully invoked, so... really crazy stuff can start happening. Oh, he's also able to protect the lackey, I see. With the other lackey. Good set of cards that he found there. I must deny the Galakrond for next turn, I think. I need a little bit more time here. So now Galakrond won't come this turn. But other than that, Rogue can still do things. That was another kept card. Okay, so many lackeys. Random card from another class. Well, that can also be anything. Rocket boots. So much stuff happening. All of that wasn't so bad though. Now there's a 5/5 Zera. Do I want to kill the evil miscreant? Not particular really. Can I overload myself? I can. Because for 8 mana I can still do some of the things. So let's start with the Slurper. See what kind of lackey I'm going to get from that. I think I'm using this lackey instead of using the hero power this turn. So let's discover a spell. Ancestral Spirit is probably one of the strongest spells. I already have a Hex. It's unlike that he has a lot of minions that are big. So this one, so that I can use that with the Walking Fountain in 2 turns. I'm gonna just drop the Zera on this board. Start generating some potentially useful tools. Now of course he can play the Galakrond. Hand is a little full though. So Galakrond is not there, right? He would try to empty the hand instead of fill the hand if Galakrond was there. Pretty wide board. Okay. That's all fine and good. We would have made more room for the Galakrond, right? If it was there. And I want to use Zephyrus to wipe this board. Zephyrus would have uses later on too. Actually can't even wipe the board with that. So I could do Alak here. But that wouldn't even do much. I guess it's not time to try the Haunting Visions. I might need a Witch's Brew, right? I might. These weren't a great fit with what I had in mind here. Just 6 damage on the board though, so I guess playing the Emerald Drake here is okay. We'll lose the effect of the Haunting Visions. I was kind of hoping like some AoE piece or something. But fine. Rogue has a good supply of lackeys, so... Okay, well that draws the Galakrond. Galakrond is now ready. And then he can give like +2/+2 to his minions and things. Apparently he doesn't want to do +2/+2 on his minions, if he wants to sacrifice them all. Okay. There aren't that many taunt minions in the Rogue deck. So do I just Black Knight this now? My alternative is to like use Alak here to kill it. I think Black Knight in this now is fine. I just need to roll the hero power. Is there going to be any dragons coming? No. So I could also just play the poacher. Let's play the poacher to get a little bit more board presence. Kronks costs 4, so he still can't play Galakrond into Kronks. So he can't get the Kronks AoE this turn. But obviously there are 4 free cards. And Kronks AoE remains an option later on. Tempo is the problem. If he gets good enough tempo... Oh, that's a good one. Alright, he uses all the shadow steps. That's at least a piece of good news. But he just got 7 free cards this turn. That's quite a lot of free cards, I have to say. You don't like have 7 free cards all the time. What can I do? Zephrys cannot be used. Alak here with Ancestral Spirit can only kill 2 minions. Same with the Walking Fountain Ancestral Spirit. Walking Fountain puts me to 30, he will have 10 on board. He has Leeroy and Eviscerate for reach. I guess it has to be this one. Actually do it like this. Even with the bully on the board, leaves me with a 4-3 Walking Fountain on the board. So it has something left there. Might even entice him to not hit me in the face with that minion. Oh, there was a bonus Dragon Queen Alexstrasza for him too. Why does everyone get random Dragon Queen Alexstrazzas against me now? I do not know. I wish I did, but I do not. He has 1 more free dragon left in hand. But the poacher can kill that, maybe. There's still the Kronks left in hand. I have not found the scheme. If I use the poacher now, kill the Dragon Queen, that's 10 on board. 10 on board seems a little bit much. Because I know he has 10 from hand with Leeroy Eviscerate. I think I have to use the Zephrys now. For the Twisting Nether. But what is the dragon that he has? He has 1 more free dragon there. And then there's the Kronks. He can use the Kronks to make an 8/8 taunt minion. But I can't do Hex and Alak here on the same turn. It's like I'm limited by my mana, whereas he can play tons of cards in a single turn. It's not bad. Oh, Kronks to give these +2/+2. That was pretty sweet, really. That was pretty sweet. Earthquake is needed now. Can that win? It could if I... Well, 25% to roll a spell damage totem, right? That's better odds than 1 in 14 to draw the Earthquake. Quite likely that I'm dead now, but... not a spell damage totem. Still need to play it. Those were some good rolls. Those were some quality rolls indeed. Okay. I won every 50-50 roll on that board. He's out of shadow steps at least. But that's going to give him the... Now he takes the legendary minions. But he can whiff the roll. You don't always get... Oh. I was saying you don't always get big minions. Earthquake top deck isn't even enough anymore.
I hope you like my invention.
So unfortunately I am dead now. He has Leroy and Eviscerate left in hand. The only chance is that he's too slow to kill me, but I guess he will win now. That's what it looks like. Dealing 1 damage can be useful. Warriors often leave their minions in a damaged state. We'll see. So I'm assuming it's a Galakrond warrior, of course. There's always a town crier on one. Okay, we open with the Novice. Lightning Storm can be useful. Can kill some Scions, for example. Okay, that's not too bad. Taking a bit of damage, but that's alright, that's alright. I want the snip snap out there now. There aren't that many invocations that can be used this early. Can't get like the Devoted Maniac out there yet. That can only come next turn. He could have a weapon or he could have another Awaken. They wouldn't be too great. He really likes tempo, I see. He will probably be able to kill my 1/1s. I don't think I can help that. I don't want to give him a good battle rage if I can avoid it. So I'm thinking this. There's potential for some risky skipper plays or something. That Bloodstone Mercenary though was a really weird play. That could be the Devoted Maniac now. And then I can face tank the 2/2 and Devoted Maniac can value trade. You... what? Ow. Very aggressive. Now we get the Albatros out there. Let's see what happens next. There have been 2 invokes used, so Scion is available. Now he decides to face tank something. Oh, there aren't many taunt minions in that deck. He could of course get them buffed up with the Galakrond. He can now also pick up Albatrosses. I mean, that's a Black Knight if I ever saw one. 3 invocations have been used, and there's 1 card left that he kept, which I must assume is Galakrond at this point. Because any other card that he would have kept should have been played by now. Okay, it was Awaken. That is the 4th invoke, which means that Galakrond can be played fully invoked on curve. Except that I'm going to play the Boom Pistol Bully so that it cannot be, but yeah. I just have to play the Bully, right? Because he's clearly preparing for a Galakrond play. If I play the Bully, can I just hit him in the face? Put him down to 20. How do I finish him off? not easy.
Nobody move, and no one gets hurt.
But I think trading away the 1/1 isn't very useful here.
Invincible.
Just hit him in the face. Now we delay the Galakrond by a turn. So that helps a little.
Splody, go get him!
Okay. What do I want to do now? I mean, I still assume Galakrond is coming next turn. So I don't want to, like, put a Tiamat out there. If Galakrond does come, is it ever useful for me to have the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza next turn? Is that ever enough? If I play the Tiamat, I think I will play the Tiamat. Let's make it a very aggressive Tiamat too. And push these to the face. I mean, there can also be like Scions coming. They can then handle the Tiamat very easily. But this still applies pressure, and if he needs to defend now, then I can play the Dragon Queen. That's the thing here. If he has to go on the defensive, then Dragon Queen becomes an option. That was a big draw turn. If he has a 1-cost minion. If he found the 1-cost minion, he can clear quite a lot of this board. Perhaps even all of it. He did not find that though. So that would be 3, 4, 7 damage. I've seen 1 Inner Rage. What if there's the Leroy combo? Can it still kill me? Potentially, yeah. But now Galakrond is also very likely to be in hand. If I do Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, can I die to a Leroy combo? I might. Leroy Inner Rage Bloodstone Mercenary. That's 16. How afraid of that am I? I use that to kill those, and I use this to go face. So I put him down to 9. And I'm out of reach of a Leroy combo for the time being. But there's still more skippers, there's still armor smiths. Lots of things can happen. Okay. Guess I'm fine with another Scion here. Oh, 4 to the face. That was quite spectacular. It's 8. So Leroy combo still kills me. That is annoying. What is the best out? Playing Hagathon, I give him the initiative. I've been trying to avoid giving him the initiative if at all possible. I think I have to drive to Dragon Queen. Can't play the Alexstrasza. Can't play the Deathwing either. Ouch! That was terrible. Well, that one really hurt.
you who's boss!
Okay, now I need to go do Haggatha, right? Alternatives: Lightning Storm, Deathwing, Alexstrasza my own face. That's actually the way. We open up with the Lightning Storm. Then I'll play the Deathwing, which will kill all of that stuff there. Then I will Alexstrasza my own face. I will give Alexstrasza Taunt. I will play Heistbrand Togwaggle for a Wondrous Wand. This was actually the way. Now I've seen both Skippers and both Awakens, and I'm at 15 and I have a Taunt minion on the way. This has got to be the correct way. He didn't have the Leroy combo in hand last turn, so I won, but I was a little afraid that I might die to that.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.